they'll actually take snippets from other projects and submit that as an audition. Instead of a custom audition with the actual dialogue, they'll just send a sample of the voice, and it's like, we think this voice would work for this. And they'll submit on my behalf. I don't even know what's going on. And then suddenly I get a call going, they want you to come in and read for this. So they'll play that sample, and they'll say, all right, voice match this sample now for the character. And then I get Kami on your log and go in, and it's like, all right, we love this voice, now pitch it up a little bit, make him sound a little bit younger. So it just depends.
Here's the front.
This question for Kyle. Are you upset that the fact that Aniplex USA doesn't want to dub the Gurren Lagann movies?
Upset? Oh, not upset. Just disappointed, of course.
Yeah.
Because Sci-Fi aired it like 3 times in a row at least.
I know they could have at least dubbed the movie or something.
Aniplex said no dub unless it goes to TV, and the TV outlet said no. Sci-Fi said no. So there's no chance in hell that it will be dubbed at this point. The fans saw them all already anyway, right? They downloaded it for free and watched it, and I wish my character is hardly in it anyway, but it is what it is.
So sad. So sad. Yes, sir.
You might have mentioned this already. What was it like the first time you heard your own work on television?
Cool. Very cool.
Real episode, or what was it like?
I think the first time I ever heard, and it was actually King Yemma, because Hercule kind of came later. I actually took over the voice of King Yemma. Originally it was Damien Clark who played Cell, and then he went off to be famous in LA.
Yeah.
I'm still trying, but and so he went off to LA, and I took over King Yemma. So that was the first time. And honestly, it was really random. I was like, oh, hey, I'll check out this episode of Dragon Ball Z. I see that it's on. I was like, hey, I'm in this one. And so that was kind of cool. It's just neat. Who wouldn't like that? I'm not one of these actors like, oh, I can't hear myself or see myself, but I just do it and then it's gone. No, I'm a little more masochistic. Not masochistic. That's a different panel. I like myself a lot, is what I'm saying.
Narcissistic.
Thank you. A little more narcissistic.
Any of your friends or family talk about watching the show or movie?
I tried to get my family to watch it, I remember my sister, she's got 3 boys, and they're of the age now that they would probably maybe enjoy that. But back then, in '99, they were not. She didn't want them watching a violent show like that.
Aww.
And I even said to my nephew one day, I was like, hey, his name is Mylon. I said, hey, Mylon, one day maybe you could become a voice actor too. My sister leaps across the table and goes like, or you could be a doctor or an astronaut. So remember that.
Yeah, my dad made it through about 15 seconds, I think, for Dragon. That's nice, son. No, they're very
That's
proud.
nice.
They're
Nobody
very
wants
happy because they know
Matlock.
how bad I wanted to do this. But I get it. They're not into it. It's not their scene. That's fine. Hearing myself though, that was a little bit again, a dream come true. I love hearing the final version. I love hearing everyone else's performance in the final mix and the true context of everything and all that. Nowadays, I mean, I'm used to it after 11 years of hearing my voice on things that I'm more interested to hear it like when the games come out. You hear a voice, especially a playable character, then you can go, hey, I play with myself. Bad joke.
And with the wife.
What's the strangest line you ever had to record?
The strangest line?
Yeah.
Man. So this is a different nighttime panel.
This needs to be an 18+ panel.
Recently there, and honestly I can't even talk about the show really, but there is a show at Funimation that's being produced right now. It's only about 12 episodes. It is completely irreverent and just shockingly fun, crazy, over-the-top stuff. And I couldn't even begin to tell you some of the things I got to say in that, which were just a lot of fun. Like, I just got paid to say that. And, and it's never words that I put together in my own on my own to say to anybody. I was like, that is awesome. So, but I can't talk about it, unfortunately.
Yeah. All the best lines are a little too grown up for this panel today. Sorry.
Catch us later on at some point, and I think we have another. We'll just put together another nighttime panel, maybe. I don't know. In the blue here, yes.
What are your opinions on Dragon Ball Evolution?
There's a plug, pal!
There's a screening
It's a
tonight
panel.
at 10 p.m. We're screening the Blu-ray, and I will be talking over it the whole time.
Yay! Sorry, no robots.
Roasting it, yeah. It's not a everyone shout a funny joke at the screen type thing, because that just becomes chaos. But I undertook this painful thing of watching it like a Mystery Science Theater 3000. And the way they do it is they watch it multiple times, come up with 1,000+ jokes, and then they whittle it down and they rehearse it and everything, so they're timed. That's what I did. I watched the movie multiple times, so now there's timed jokes. So if you want to try and watch this painful movie with some commentary, then please come tonight at 10 p.m. Should that movie have ever happened? No.
You think?
Licensed like 2001, and Fox got the rights, and eventually they got off the butt and made the movie. But remember back in the day, all that conjecture about who's going to play. I think Vin Diesel should be Piccolo.
Epic fail.
But you know, it's anime for a reason. I think some things should stay in the art form that they originated. We've learned multiple times that anime does not make good live action. Now they're talking about, you know, that head guy in Tron got picked to be, what, Tetsuo, I guess? Warner Brothers Akira, which is now happening. Speed Racer, come on.
Seizure-rific!
I kind of like that.
Live action Robotech. No!
It looks pretty. Speed Racer was like, I gasm, but.
More like I spasm.
I spasm. I don't know. Yeah, the whole is, take an anime and make live action out of it. I just don't think the formula works.
Did you know Warner Brothers is planning on making a live action Bleach movie?
No!
America does have a division dedicated to returning live action properties from their anime properties.
It's gonna be like a Bleach musical.
Well,
Oh god, the Bleach musical, that was good.
I mean, it's a slippery slope to go down those roads, especially with so many hardcore fans of what it is and what
If they ever did Naruto.
why they're fans of it, you know. So at the end of the day, they're not really trying to please you guys. They're trying to please people that would have never watched the anime to begin with.
Ew.
That's very true. That's
Yeah.
like when
Ew, tricky.
Spider-Man or Batman, and people, the hardcore fans nitpick it to death, saying they changed this, they changed that. It's like, well, they're trying to make it mainstream to appeal to people who avoid it like the plague, trying to get them into the box office to
Right,
watch
because
it.
they want them to buy Spider-Man things, and so that's the idea.
It's comics versus anime.
Yeah, they're not making it for the hardcore fans. They're making it for your mainstream audiences to make money. And it's unfortunate, but that's life. I'm gonna come back up to you guys in a minute. In the back with the purple.
I'm sorry, someone asked this already, but what's your least favorite character, or one that was most difficult to voice, like for both of you?
Well, I think more than like a least favorite character, there have been times that there's been difficult voicing a character for myself. Hercule isn't that easy, especially over more than like a 2 to 3 hour period. I have done a 5-hour session of Hercule just because of time restraints and things like that. It gets hard on the voice, obviously. You just kind of try to plow through it and just know that for the next couple of days you probably shouldn't talk as much as you normally do. But at the end of the day, it's all really fun. We get paid to have fun and go in and do something we really enjoy. But there are certain characters, you know, Arlong in One Piece is definitely, you know, a lot Brodal things, and you know he's a fish man, so I don't know where else to put that except, you know, I attack, you know, a fish guy. So there are parts that are harder to voice than others, and it just really depends on how much time you have to do it.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I could think like, oh, this guy's useless or whatever, but hey, I'm being paid to have fun in the booth. And I don't care what I'm voicing. You know, even if I blow my voice out, I'm still getting paid to have fun in the booth, and my voice will come back. So far.
Yeah. We're not having the surgery. It's like I saw like Keith Urban needed a surgery on his node or whatever or something, and I think Adele is having surgery too.
Paul Stanley just had vocal cords.
So
it's the thing to do right now.
Yeah, I just hope I don't have to have any surgeries, man, because I've had those. I mean, not on my throat, but no more doctors, please. Was there someone here in the back? We'll come back up to you guys. Yes, sir. Besides voice acting, what else do we do?
I surf Facebook.
Tweet every 5 minutes.
Honestly, these days, yeah, I take care of my daughter. I play a lot of Madden online on Xbox.
You sound like John Madden.
Do I?
Well, more like the Mad TV version of Will Sasso.
Oh, well, I've never really tried. That's a hard voice to do. I've actually tried to impersonate Madden. That guy,
Hey, I can do John Madden.
Huh?
I can do John Madden.
Yeah?
You have to control the line of scrimmage.
That's good. Before that, I was in the restaurant industry a lot. I'll probably end up kind of going back into that. I was incapacitated back in '09 for a while, and so I have a unique opportunity to kind of focus more on my voice acting and regular commercial and industrial acting. But so I'm afforded some of that time, and you know, Kyle, he's just extremely popular and wonderful, and makes a lot of money doing it.
No, I would love to say that. No, I'm only doing the voice gig stuff now, which is the goal, but sometimes I really wish I had something to fall back on. I worked in radio for many years. I left a full-time job as a disc jockey 6 years ago. Moved to LA. Then I did some part-time work behind the scenes in radio, just like running the boards. You know, when they call it a producer, it's a fancy word. Board operator. The other guys do the talking. I just make sure to hit commercials and stuff. But yeah, that's yeah. In the world of voice acting, you need something else to fall back on because it's not consistent.
No, I always tell people, yeah, you know, you gotta have something. You know, there will be times where the money's gonna be really good, and there will be times where it's a ghost town, you know, desert city. Who else? Back over to you, sir.
Okay, two things. One, you sound a lot like John Goodman.
I get that a lot. I get John Goodman, Seth Rogen. I think Kyle, you can do a lot. You sound like Seth Rogen a lot.
I can sound like Seth Rogen. There's poo in there. And then I think, what sounds like Seth Rogen doing Ralph from the Muppets.
And what else was it?
And in like your everyday life, do you ever like have to stop yourself from like